Good Morning San Antonio starts right now.
This morning on GMSA, we're tracking new details of an overnight shooting, what we've been able to find out so far.
And taking a live look out at the Alamo City. Not too much to look at right now. 76 degrees now. What does the rest of the the weekend look like? We're going to check in with Sarah Spivey. But for now, good morning. It is 6 o'clock this Saturday. It is August 27th. We're very excited here because we have the KSAT Pigskin Classic starting up later this morning.
Give me a K. Give me an S. A, T. KSAT Pigskin Classic.
So I asked before, did you buy those just for the KSAT Pigskin Classic?
Oh, you know it.
This is very
Was I a
commitment to the
cheerleader
game.
in high school? No, I wasn't. But I'm going to be a cheerleader today along with Sarah Spivey, and I'm so excited for that.
I am planning on running some drills out at the Alamo later today.
So you're the receiver. Mm-hmm. You're the quarterback, and I'll just be the cheerleader.
There we go.
We have the whole team.
Sounds good. Okay, but let's talk about the weather for the day today, because we know a lot of people are going to be out and about enjoying their weekend. All in all, this weekend is going to be pretty summery, but if I was to talk about the weather in one word, it would be the humidity. Okay. So it is going to be humid outside. I'm glad we're going to be in the alamodome because it's going to be very humid. Right now outside it is 77 degrees, mostly cloudy. It already feels like it's close to 80. The dew points are in the mid 70s. So this weekend, today, 94 for the high temperature. Again, not too hot, but the humidity will make it feel like it's closer to 100. And there is an off chance 20% for an isolated shower or storm today. Tomorrow, that chance for rain is only 10%. It's very low and will be a few degrees hotter, 96 with the heat index close to 102. Coming up in the forecast, we are going to talk about the tropics and we're going to talk about better rain chances next week. I hope you'll stick around for that. Max and Sarah, back to you.
Thank you, Sarah. Top story this morning, a dispute between neighbors ends with 2 people in the hospital with gunshot wounds.
That shooting happening overnight at a southeast side apartment complex on Balmore Street near Dollarhide.
Katrina Weber joining us live near downtown. So, Katrina, we understand this even involved a brief standoff.
Well, that is right. Police say that they had to talk those shooting suspects out of their home, which happened to be at the same apartment complex where the shooting happened. There was quite a scene, and let me show you the video so you can see all of the police officers who responded to the situation. This happened a little bit before 4 o'clock this morning. Now, police tell us there were 4 people in all involved in this dispute, the 2 suspects and 2 others. It happened at the victim's home. This dispute ended with the shooting. They say that the 2 people who live in the apartment were shot. A man was shot in the chest, a woman grazed in the head. They both went to the hospital. The 2 suspects, meanwhile, ran back to their own apartment, and that is where police met up with them. And again, they did have to talk those people into coming out of their house. They have them in custody now. Reporting live near downtown, Katrina Weber, KSAT 12 News.
Thank you, Katrina. Well, as we've been talking about this morning, we are just hours away from the kickoff of the first ever KSAT Pigskin Classic, and VIP tickets officially sold out.
Wow, that's awesome, but you can still get a general admission ticket because you're filling up the Alamodome.
Yes.
So there's going to be a lot of fun. The high school football extravaganza features 6 schools, 3 games, all in one place. And Tiffany Huertas is here to break down for all the action for today. I physically told Max to maybe toss you the ball, but you're like...
We didn't want to risk it. I'm not going to break the cube.
Right here.
There's too many screens in the way. I don't trust myself that much.
We'll wait till we get to the Alamodome before we start tossing the ball. Sarah Spivey, she's open.
Sarah's asking for a pass, too. Also, I don't want to hit the cameras. There's much more risk than reward here.
There's a lot of excitement, not only over there, but right here. I'm loving it, guys. Good morning. If you haven't bought your tickets yet, don't worry. There's still plenty of time. But first, let's talk about what you can expect and what you need to know about the KSAT Pigskin Classic. At 10:30 a.m., doors open. So you have time to find your seats, take some selfies, meet up with some friends before the first game. 11:30 a.m., it's kickoff for Smithson Valley versus Reagan. You won't want to miss 2:30 p.m. post-game coverage with KSAT 12's Greg Simmons and David Sears. And there might be some surprises throughout the day. At 3:30 p.m., kickoff for Judson versus Johnson. 6:30 p.m. post-game coverage with KSAT 12's David Sears, Larry Ramirez, and Greg Simmons. And remember, 7:30 p.m. Kickoff for Steele versus Brennan, a big game there. General admission tickets can be purchased at both the Northeast and Southeast box offices at the Alamodome starting at 9:30 a.m. They are good for all 3 games. All sports fans ages 3 and older must have a ticket. Now, you can feel the excitement and buzz around the city for today's festivities, so let's check in with Jonathan Cotto, who's live at the Alamodome with the latest and the buzz around town. Jonathan, good morning.
Good morning, Tiffany, and I can definitely feel all the excitement from the studio, and it is definitely translating out here. But we're not the only ones that are excited about the first ever KSAT Pigskin Classic. The schools are also fired up and they are ready to make history. Let's talk a little bit about what's involved here. We know that all 3 games will be aired on KSAT 12. All day. This is the first time these teams will be playing at the Dome for the first ever KSAT Pigskin Classic. Also, we know that this is more than just football. We know this involves marching bands, cheerleaders, coaches, athletic trainers, ROTC, and of course, all the wonderful parents. We spoke to some of them. Let's hear what they had to say.
Every Saturday, you've got UTSA playing in the Dome, and you're right there on the cusp, and if you're dreaming big, working hard, then you get that experience.
I have a daughter who's on color guard, and she's super excited about joining the football team out there.
Tickets, unfortunately, we are sold out of the KSAT Insider VIP Pass, but as Tiffany mentioned earlier, you still have a chance to get your tickets, your general admission tickets, out here at the Alamodome. The box office opens up at 9:30 in the morning, and again, the game, the KSAT Pigskin Classic, will be broadcast here on KSAT 12, the KSAT Plus app, the big game coverage app, the KSAT YouTube channel, of course, can't forget that. And of course, our website, ksat.com. Reporting live outside of the Alamodome, Jonathan Cotto, KSAT 12 News.
Thank you, Jonathan.
I'm excited. Throughout the day, we're going to have to go through the schedule and pick out who we think is going to win.
I don't want to do that.
Okay.
I can't do that.
Why not?
Because it's not college teams, it's high school teams.
Okay.
You're like, okay, I'm ready.
Time now, 6:07, 77 degrees out.
Everyone's a winner, but still ahead on GMSA, we're going to check in with another winner, David Elder, see what he's cooking up for Texas Eats. I think he's doing a tailgating show.
Let's go. All right, after the break, one vaccine maker suing another top name in the industry. We're going to explain why. That's next.
6:07, 77 degrees. Sarah Spivey said it is going to be a humid one out there. You can almost see that humidity just like lingering on the shot there. She'll have our forecast when we come back.
Well, welcome back, everyone. Yesterday we did have some rain across San Antonio, but it was really south of downtown San Antonio on the south side. So a lot of people across the south side were very happy with yesterday's rainfall. Many folks got about an inch of rain inside of Loop 410. So that's some good news. Let's talk about our rainfall since August 1st. We've seen a little bit more than 2 inches of rain so far this month, which is actually, we're dealing with a rain surplus of about half an inch for the month. But this is just not going to cut it. When you look at the year, we've only seen a little bit more than 7 inches of rain, which is a total of a foot below where we should be right now. So we need more rain. And in the days ahead, this weekend should be fairly quiet, only a 10 to 20% chance for an isolated downpour. But in the week ahead, we have a good chance for widely scattered showers and storms just about every single day. Is it going to rain everywhere every single day? No, but a lot like this last week, there's going to be a few folks who get some good rain out of the mix in the week ahead. All because of some tropical moisture. We'll be talking about those tropics here in a second. But first, I want to talk about the day today. Outside right now, it's 77 degrees. It is very humid outside. Winds are from the southeast at about 10 miles per hour. It's 76 in New Braunfels. Good morning in Hondo. It's 74, 71 in Kerrville, 70 in Rock Springs, 77 in Eagle Pass, and 79 in Cotulla. Here's a look at your futurecast for this morning. There are going to be a few showers and storms across our coastal communities, but into the afternoon, it's going to be humid, partly cloudy, and there could be 1 or 2 isolated downpours. Chance for rain today is only 20%. 50%. So it is not a good chance for rain. It's really just going to be pretty warm and humid. High temperature today forecast at 94. Yes, that's cooler than seasonably average. The average high is 95. It'll only be 90 in Bulverde, 91 in Helotes, 94 at Stinson, 94 in Converse, 94 in Seguin, 94 in New Braunfels, and 93 in Floresville. But the humidity is a big factor today. Dew points are currently in the 70s, but even this afternoon, they're only going to come down into the 60s. That is in our muggy category, which means a heat index close to 100 to 102 out there today. So unfortunately, even though the thermometer is not going to read 100, it's going to feel like it anyway because of that high humidity. So just to summarize everything, here's your KSAT 12-hour forecast. By 10, we'll be in the low 80s. Around lunchtime, about 88. And then as we head into the afternoon, there's that 20% chance for an isolated shower. High temperature of 94. South winds today, pretty light, 5 to 10 miles per hour. We shouldn't have too much of a breeze. Now let's talk about the tropics. Okay, there's two areas that the National Hurricane Center is monitoring. There's one out in the Atlantic that has a 30% chance of development by Wednesday. And then a potential system that we're going to be watching out in the Caribbean has about a 20% chance of development by Wednesday. Here's the thing, beyond Wednesday, we're going to have to watch the Gulf of Mexico pretty closely. Look at these temperatures in the Gulf of Mexico. The sea surface temperatures, it's like bath water out there, which is fuel for any kind of tropical systems. So beyond Wednesday, we're going to be watching the Gulf fairly closely to see if that system develops at all. But that's a bit of a ways away, so what we'll be planning for in the coming days is just the humidity this weekend, perhaps a stray shower or storm. And then looking ahead to next week, we'll have widely scattered showers and storms, especially on Tuesday. Highs will only be in the low 90s. That is a good looking forecast for August. And coming up in the next half hour, I'm going to have more details on next week's chance for rain as well. Max and Sarah.
It's almost like July and August switch roles. It is. I like that.
Thank you, Sarah. Now to some national headlines. The operators of a pipeline that leads crude oil onto California beaches, well, that company now has to pay millions of dollars.
And there's a legal clash among vaccine titans Moderna suing Pfizer and BioNTech. Tiffany Huertas joins us live with all the details of these headlines. Good morning, Tiffany.
Good morning again. A lot of news to cover right now. Let's start with the latest from Mar-a-Lago. There's new details on the search at former President Donald Trump's home in Florida. A redacted version of the affidavit in that search was released by the Department of Justice. The search in August was sparked by a discovery made in January. At the start of the year, Trump turned over 15 boxes of material to the National Archives. That includes 184 classified documents. 25 of those were marked top secret. In August, more classified documents were found. And companies responsible for a Southern California oil spill will pay $13 million in fines and pled guilty to violating the Federal Clean Water Act. Last October, the San Pedro Bay pipeline leaked about 25,000 gallons of crude oil across the California coast. The energy companies involved will install a new leak detection system to better monitor the pipeline. There's also a settlement which resolves all civil claims filed against the companies. And one of the two biggest names in COVID vaccines is suing the other. Moderna is accusing Pfizer and its German partner BioNTech for copying the mRNA technology behind the vaccines. mRNA technology is being used to develop drugs for everything from HIV to autoimmune and cardiovascular diseases to cancer. Now, last year, Moderna and Pfizer reported $54 billion in COVID vaccine sales combined. So it's going to be very interesting to see where this goes. Max, Sarah, back to you.
All right, Tiffany, thank you so much. Time now, 6:16, 77 degrees out.
All right, still to come. I hope you're hungry.
Oh, let's
David
go.
Elder takes us to the northeast side of San Antonio to try some of the best Tex-Mex inspired BBQ in the state. You don't want to miss this preview of Texas.
What is your go-to barbecue order?
Burnt ends.
Oh,
Burnt ends,
okay.
potato salad.
Well, outside the box, I like it. And up next, the countdown is on for NASA's next mission. Why this could put us on the path to exploring Mars. Would you go to Mars?
No.
Okay.
I'll stay here and eat my burnt ends, potato salad, and coleslaw.
All right. I'll call you from Mars.
Let's take a look at these Lotto numbers. Pick 3, 167, Fireball 4, Daily 4, 7, 8, 9, 7, Fireball 1.
Your cash 5, 3, 11, 15, 24, 27. Mega Millions. Did you play?
No, and it's up there. It's 100 and something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, good luck to everyone who did. Here are the numbers. 6, 27, 30, 38, 64. Big number 23. Mega Plier 2. Good luck. We'll be right back.
Well, this morning, NASA is ready for the next space mission. The Artemis I is scheduled to launch Monday morning.
So the unmanned rocket will carry the Orion spacecraft. It's actually going to go past the moon before it comes back to Earth. Orion will travel farther than any other spacecraft built by humans has ever flown. Now, Artemis I is scheduled to crash into the Pacific Ocean on October 10th, over a month after launch.
I'm a product of the Apollo generation, and look what it did for us. And I cannot wait to see what comes from the Artemis generation, because I think it's going to inspire even more than Apollo did. It's going to be absolutely outstanding.
The rocket stands at 322 feet tall. It's actually taller than the Statue of Liberty. NASA says it is the most powerful ever built. This is exciting because, you know, obviously, like he just said, we're going to explore so much, but it's really a step in the right direction. What is it? One small step for man? You want to finish it?
Larger step for mankind?
Sure.
Is that it? Larger leap?
One giant leap for mankind.
Thank you.
We were close though. But yeah, this is awesome. And, you know, next
I
step
just
could
got
be
the
Mars.
visual of like a giant Statue of Liberty shooting off into space. That's what you said. Larger.
Okay. Time now, 6:22, 77 degrees out.
David Elder joins us next with a preview of Texas East.
All right. Well, we have obviously the KSAT Pigskin Classic
Those
coming
look
up
like ribs.
in just a few hours. They are ribs. Good, very, you know, observant of you. But we're going to have David Elder. He's going to have a special tailgating episode of Texas Eats later today. Do you want to get the pom-poms?
Oh, hold on. I have to hop down.
Okay.
Ready?
Oh, and we're now on camera, so get ready.
Let's go,
right.
KSAT!
That was good.
You like that?
Yeah. Are you going to have some more? Okay.
All right.
We did have a Deflategate situation earlier, but that has been resolved.
Oh,
Don't
is that
worry.
what you're doing with the paper clip?
Yes. Well, that was a reverse Deflategate. I overinflated. And Sarah, I'm not going to throw you the ball because I don't have faith that I won't break anything in the Weather Center. But don't worry, we're going to talk about the KSAT Pigskin Classic throughout the morning. We have all the details. Checking in with Jonathan Cotto at the Alamodome in just a bit. We are talking football action, 3 amazing games. We might even try to give you predictions. Sarah doesn't want to pick a side.
I'm just here to cheer everyone on.
Because
Go team.
as in every mom's motivational speech, everyone wins.
Everyone
We'll
wins.
be right back. Good morning, welcome back, and happy Saturday. It is just about 6:30 this morning. It is August 27th, and it is a heck of a morning. We have been hyping it up for months now. You just missed
KSAT
the
Pigskin Classic.
the cheerlead
Okay,
hype squad that was going on.
We have pom-poms and a football under the desk. We'll bring those out later.
So you had some really original and creative cheers, and then Sarah Spivey with the dance moves.
Thanks. I've been practicing my stomp.
Get it, girl.
Okay, so let's talk though about the weather. Temperatures outside right now are in the upper 70s. It is very humid outside, and humidity is going to be the theme for the weekend. Okay, we are really not going to be seeing much relief from the high humidity out there. It's in the 70s right now, 74 in Hondo, 72 in Kerrville, 76 in New Braunfels, 76 in Pleasanton, and 79 in Cotulla. Today, it's going to be a warm one. Temperatures, though, will not be too hot. We'll be at 88 by noon, 94 around 5 p.m., but that 94 is going to feel more like 100. There is a 20% chance for an isolated shower. So in the weather headlines, here's what we're going to talk about. I'm going to show you the heat index throughout the day today. We're also going to talk about tomorrow, hot and humid, even hotter than today. And then finally, next week, there is a chance for some scattered rain. So we'll talk in detail about next week's rain chances and, of course, the humidity coming up in just a few minutes. Max and Sarah, back to you.
Thank you, Sarah. Top story this morning. It seems that angry words were not enough. San Antonio police say that someone used gunfire to end a dispute involving neighbors.
It happened at an apartment complex on the city's southeast side. That's in the 3200 block of Balmore. Katrina Weber is there live near downtown with the story.
Katrina, you mentioned earlier that 2 people have been shot. Any update on those victims?
Well, good morning. And police tell us that both of them are in the hospital. They say a woman suffered a graze wound to her head while a man was shot in his chest. Now, they told us that he is stable. Both of these people, police say, were shot while inside their own apartment, but they spent most of the morning, most of the time, focusing on a different apartment in that same apartment complex. That's where the suspects in this case live. Police say for a while they were refusing to come out. They say those two suspects had run home after the shooting, which happened before 4 o'clock this morning. Again, they believe this was the result of a dispute with the two neighbors who were shot. Now, it seems that police ultimately did get those two people, those two suspects, to come out of their apartment, and they took them into custody. When we went down there again about an hour ago, there were no police in that area, so it seems that the situation did come to a resolution. Reporting live near downtown, Katrina Weber, KSAT 12 News.
Thank you, Katrina. Well, just this morning, we're hours away from kicking off the first ever KSAT Pigskin Classic. And in case you missed our announcement earlier, the KSAT VIP tickets, they are officially sold out.
Which is a great time because we're going to expect so many people out and about throughout the morning. There is good news, though. You can still get a general admission ticket for all the fun at the Alamodome High School Football Extravaganza. We have 6 schools, 3 games, all in one place.
And right now, those preparations are underway, but there's a few things you should know before heading out.
Obviously, Jonathan Cotto joining us live from the Alamodome with what you need to know. Good morning, Jonathan.
Good morning, Jonathan.
Good morning, Max. Good morning, Sarah and Sarah Spivey. I heard your dancing. Sounds phenomenal. You're going to have to teach me those dance moves. But let's talk about the KSAT Pigskin Classic. I've been previewing this event since yesterday, and one of the things that you need to know is parking. Parking will be a little bit tricky, and you need to know that parking will cost $20. It's going to be credit card only. Most major credit cards will be accepted, so just keep your cash for the snacks, but that's what you need to know. Let's also throw up a graphic and talk about the bags that you'll be able to bring inside the Alamodome. We know that the Alamodome and the KSAT Pigskin Classic will be a clear bag only, so just keep that in mind as you make your way over to the football games, that you must have a clear bag to bring some of the belongings that you would like to bring with you to the game. On your screen are the dimensions that you need to know, and of course, for more information on all of that stuff, you can head on over to our website, ksat.com. Now, even before the first ball was snapped this high school football season, opposing schools teamed up to take down hunger. Now, each year since 2016, high school football teams in and around San Antonio area have dedicated their first game to fighting hunger by participating in a competition called the Peanut Butter Bowl. Now, Max tells us about the donation drive and how you can help someone in need. Max.
You know, our opportunity for our high school athletics and football programs specifically to be able to support our communities. We receive a lot from our community, so it really is a great opportunity for our young men to have the opportunity to give back, and so we're really super excited about it.
Jar after jar has been donated over the years. Since its inception, the Peanut Butter Bowl, organized by Very Bold Ministries, has collected 95,000 jars of peanut butter. This high school football competition continues to expand and continues to gain momentum each and every year.
This really warms your heart to see what this has turned into and what it's growing to, and we probably haven't even scratched the surface when it's all said and done. What I've learned in my brief career in coaching high school football is there's a lot of great leaders in every community, and typically the head football coach is at the forefront of that. And so to reach out to any football coach right now and just say, hey, would you like to be part of Peanut Butter? It takes them about 5 seconds to respond, yes, they want to be part of it. And that's what's cool. You know, when it's all said and done, we're all competitors. We want to win football games. We want to do what's best for the kids in our program, but at the same time, when you can teach the young people in your community or in your school to do something bigger than themselves and bigger than the game, then I think you're really doing what you're supposed to be doing.
Schools collect donations of peanut butter and funds to donate to a local hunger relief organization, an organization like the San Antonio Food Bank.
We thought that as people went back to work, it might moderate down to that 60,000 individuals a week, and it's 100,000 now. It took a dip, and now it's back up. Just with inflation and the expenses around us, we're seeing, and in some ways, record numbers for a non-pandemic time.
The need for families in and around our community is still super high, so donating just 1 jar of peanut butter, it can go really far.
It's a protein, but it's something we don't see donated. So the opportunity for high schoolers and their families to donate peanut butter and during a peanut butter kind of competition, I call it a compassion competition. It's awesome, right?
The peanut butter bowls go from August 25th to the 27th, so get your jar and help a local family.
Oh, this is very important. It's a great opportunity. We're excited to be a part of it. The Madison community always jumps on board, and our kids, and it's just, it just teaches your kids to be servant leaders, that there's something bigger than themselves and bigger than the game of football, and it's great to give back, and we're happy to be a part of it.
Max.
And that was it. Jonathan Cotto, thank you so much. Jonathan, you excited for today?
I am super excited, Max, right now. This is an empty parking lot. It's exciting to know that just in a couple of hours, folks are going to be making their way down to the Alamodome to enjoy some football, marching bands. I'm really excited about that as well. And folks, just remember, $20 for parking. You can get your general admissions here at the press box at the Alamodome. It opens up at 9:30. Also, no tailgating, but it's going to be fun nonetheless.
Jonathan, weren't you drum major? Were you a drum major?
I was a drum major. Yes, I was a drum major, so I'm super excited to see all 6 marching bands performing.
Yeah.
It's going to be a great time.
Give us your 4-4.
My 4, you want a 4-4, you want a 1? There we go. There it is. You want cut time? Here's some cut time right here as well.
That's good.
Love it. Thank you, Jonathan.
I'm learning so much. Thank you, Jonathan. Really appreciate it. It is so exciting for today. And, like Jonathan and we were talking about, peanut butter bowl, donate a jar of peanut butter. It goes a long way. The food bank needs all the help that they can get. And obviously, it teaches these young men at the game. It teaches them so much more than just football.
Awesome.
All right, time now, 6:38, 77 degrees out.
All right, still ahead on GMSA, a popular attraction for both kids and adults in Detroit is open again after it got shut down for throwing people too high in the air. Whoa, we'll tell you about that. That's coming up.
It's mildly terrifying.
It's terrifying.
Up next, Tiffany Huertas joining us in studio again. We have a lot of local headlines that you need to know before you head out the door. That's just in a few moments.
All right, that temp, 77.
Humid.
6:38. It's a hairspray day, according to Sarah Spivey. She'll have a forecast when we come back.
Good morning, welcome back. We're going to take a look at your local headlines. Another road rage incident in San Antonio, and all caught on camera.
Plus, a local public corruption trial wraps its first week. Tiffany joins us live with the latest on these stories and more. Good morning, Tiff.
Good morning again. Let's start with a story that has a community in shock. A woman is now facing charges after her alleged drunken drive-by went viral. In this video, you can see a woman taking shots at homes in West Bexar County and bragging about it on Instagram. Authorities say that woman is 22-year-old Genesis Rodriguez, who shied away from cameras while in custody. One woman who spoke with KSAT says Rodriguez's reckless behavior led to a bullet flying through her home, piercing her husband's tie, and going through the wall of her 9-year-old son's room and landing on the ground next to his bed where he was sleeping. Meanwhile, San Antonio police are investigating a reported road rage incident, and they're offering a reward for information that could help identify and arrest this suspect seen pulling a gun on a driver along I-10 last month. A driving school owner we spoke to says drivers of all ages need to lay off the horn, back off the bumper, and avoid making hand gestures. The best thing to be is polite and an attentive driver. The public corruption trial of Michelle Barrientos Vela just wrapped up its first week of testimony. She's the former Bexar County constable accused of fabricating security payment logs for Rodriguez Park. A clerk who used to work for her told the court she was the one who notified the Texas Rangers. And we'll hear more testimony next week. Barrientos Vela faces up to 10 years in prison if convicted. KSAT reporter Dylan Collier has been following this. You can find all his stories right now on KSAT.com. Max, Sarah.
All right, Tiffany, thank you so much. Time now, 6:44, 77 degrees. Like we were saying, it is hot and humid. And would you call it hairspray weather?
It's you definitely need hairspray, ladies.
Hairspray weather and pool weather, too. So here's a look at your poolside forecast for today. It is going to be a hot one for sure, but definitely humid, hence the need for hairspray. Temperatures are going to be climbing pretty quickly. Winds will be from the southeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Into the afternoon, there's an off chance about 20% 20% for an isolated downpour. But again, really the big story today is going to be how hot and humid it is. 94 for the high temperature. That UV index is going to be pretty high today, so skin damage time within 20 minutes. So take some care of your skin if you're planning on being outside today. Here's a look at the futurecast for this morning. Most of the rain should be closer to the coast, and in this afternoon, again, only 1 or 2 isolated downpours are going to be possible. Chance for rain is only 20%. Otherwise, it is just going to be hot. Outside right now, we're seeing the first light of the day here. We've got a few clouds, 77 southeast winds at about 6 miles per hour. And dew points are in the mid-70s. Good morning in Uvalde. It's 73 degrees, 70 in Rock Springs, 71 in Kerrville, 76 in New Braunfels, 76 in Pleasanton, 79 in Cotulla. But here's a look at your neighborhood high temperatures today. It'll be 89 in Rock Springs, staying below 90 degrees in Rock Springs, 91 in Kerrville, 95 in Del Rio. It'll be 97 in Cotulla, 94 in Gonzales, 94 in Pleasanton, and around the San Antonio area. It should be 91 in Helotes, just 90 degrees in Bernie and Bulverde, 92 in Comfort, 91 in Kerrville, 93 in Poteet, 94 in Pleasanton, 93 in Floresville, 93 in the Nixon Smiley area. But the heat index today is going to be pretty noticeable because of the high humidity. So in the afternoon, temperatures will be in the 90s, but it'll feel closer to 100 degrees outside this afternoon. So please take care if you're planning on spending some time outside. Speaking of humidity, let's talk a little bit about some deep tropical moisture. You can see over the Gulf of Mexico, these deep red color is tropical moisture. It's planning on moving onshore into south central Texas by about Monday. And so as it does so, our rain chances are actually going to increase in the week ahead. Take a look at the futurecast. On Monday, about a 30% chance for a few isolated downpours. Then by Tuesday, we'll have more scattered activity out there, about a 40% chance for rain on Tuesday. On Wednesday, about a 30% chance as well. On Thursday, too. So in the week ahead, there's going to be widely scattered downpours possible, and our temperatures shouldn't be too hot. Our average high this time of year is 95, and so looking ahead to the week, especially Tuesday and Wednesday, our highs will only be near 90 degrees, which is pretty good for this time of year. A lot of people have been asking me, July was so hot. We got close to another triple-digit day earlier this month, but so far the tally for triple-digit days stands at 58. As I showed you, we're likely not going to hit 100 degrees in the next 7 days. We're firmly in second place for the most 100-degree days in a year, right behind 2009, which has 59 100-degree days. It'll be a close one. September, we can see 100 degrees every now and then in September, too. But generally, this is a pretty good-looking forecast for August. Just a few chances for rain over next week, and highs will only be in the low 90s. Max and Sarah.
I'm good with second place.
Me too.
We don't need to get the gold or. I'm content. Content with silver.
I know you, and you're not. Time now is 6:47, 77 degrees out.
Okay, I was just talking to Max about this. Still ahead. The $1 billion lottery, remember that? That was won by someone in Illinois. Still unclaimed. We'll tell you how much more time the winner has left to get the grand prize. I wonder if they even know, Max. What if they lost their ticket?
I just enjoy the 7 minutes of conspiracy theories you just displayed. Taking a live look at the roadways. A lot of people out and about. Maybe they're trying to be one of the first one out at the alamodome.
Let's go.
We're going to explain in just a bit. We'll be right back.
This morning, a giant slide in Detroit, it's open again after it was shut down because it was launching kids in the air. So take a look. The giant slide at Belle Isle Park has been a popular attraction since the late 1960s. It opened up last week after being closed for 2 years due to the pandemic. The problem was the workers put a bit too much wax on it. Videos of kids and adults being launched into the air went viral, and it was closed the same day. The slide is open for 2 more weekends before it closes for the season.
All right, we still don't know who won last month's $1.34 billion Mega Millions jackpot. That's because the Illinois lottery says the winner has not come forward yet. There's still time for that to happen, though. Now, the winner has a year from the date of the drawing to make the claim, but they only have 60 days from that same date to choose between the annual payments or the lump sum cash payout, which would be, I know if you're wondering, it'd be about $742 million. So Go for it. I want to hear your conspiracy theory.
What if the winner doesn't know he or she won?
Okay.
What if they threw away the ticket? What if it's in a dump somewhere? It's like in a landfill and they don't know. Or what if they know they won, but they can't find their ticket? Or do you think they're just like waiting till the last minute?
I like the grander scheme conspiracy that you pulled out.
I'm not saying that one.
Okay, that's fair. All right, time now is 6:52.
Why would
76
you bring that
degrees
up, Max? All right, here's what's coming up next on Good Morning America.
Coming up on GMA, newly released that heavily redacted affidavit, what it reveals about the months leading up to the FBI raid on former President Trump's Mar-a-Lago home. A national security expert weighing in this morning. Plus, Inflation Nation, the Federal Reserve chief warning American consumers about the economy and potential job loss after the Dow takes another drop, how it may affect your wallet, and the reaction from Wall Street. And the GOAT is back. Tom Brady reunites with his team on the field ahead of the Bucs' final preseason game today. What the star quarterback had to say about his unusual leave of absence is all here just ahead on GMA.
Angry words and bullets fly at a Southeast Side apartment complex. Now 2 people are in the hospital. Good morning, I'm Katrina Weber. Police say all of this happened overnight during a dispute involving neighbors. Now police had to bring it all to an end by talking 2 of those people into surrendering. Officers say they were suspects in the shooting who had run into their own apartment after this happened. Police say those 2 suspects were involved in a dispute with 2 other people before 4 o'clock this morning. Those 2 other people were inside their own apartment when they were shot in the middle of that dispute. And again, police say that the 2 suspects then ran home. Now, they did have to talk them into coming out, but it seems that they have both of those people in custody now. And police say the 2 victims who were shot should be okay. They were taken to a hospital. Reporting near downtown, Katrina Weber, KSAT 12 News.
Good morning, San Antonio. I'm Jonathan Cotto. If you have your tickets for the KSAT Pigskin Classic, there are a couple things you should know, and that's parking. Parking will be $20 per vehicle. Cash will not be an option, so make sure you bring your credit cards. Most major credit cards will be accepted. On your screen, again, the information that you need to know before you make your way out over to the alamodome. In regards to parking, $20, folks. Also important to mention, the alamodome will have a clear bag policy on your screen, all the dimensions and what bags are allowed inside of the alamodome. For more information, you can also head on over to our website, KSAT.com, and back out live. If you haven't gotten your tickets, just a friendly reminder, the press box here at the Alamodome does open up at 9:30, so make sure you get your tickets. This is a game you won't want to miss. Live outside of the Alamodome, Jonathan Cotto, KSAT 12 News.
Great catch there, Jonathan. Okay, we are going to be seeing high humidity today. That's the big weather story. Heat index should be right near 100 degrees. And by the way, there is an off chance, 20% chance for an isolated shower today, but really just the humidity is going to be the big story this weekend. Much better rain chances next week. Widely scattered showers and storms in the forecast just about every single day. It will not rain everywhere every single day, but it's nice to see, like this past week, a chance for some rain. Temperatures will only be in the low 90s. Guys, we are going to do a quick change. We are going to go down to the Alamodome. We are going to be live there for the 8 through 10 show this morning.
Be there live all morning. And Sarah Costa's been working on her cheers. The Go KSAT was getting a little stale. So what have you cooked up for us?
Okay. Max, Massey, and Spivey, along with me for KSAT. Go KSAT Pigskin Classic.
Well done. Well done.
Can you tell that we're excited?
We are very excited. It's going to be a great morning. And like Sarah was saying, we're going to take an hour-long break for GMA. When we come back, 8 a.m., you're going to see Jonathan. You're going to see Tiffany here. We're going to be at the Alamodome. We're going to be tossing the ball around. Nice. Sarah's going to be doing cheers.
I'm also really excited for all of the band.
Yes.
Remember, there's more band members out there than there are going to be football players.
Right.
So go band, go football, go cheer, go parents.
Go KSAT.
There we go.
We'll see you back here, 8 a.m. look around.
Yes, we are here.
Hey guys, guess what? We are in the Alamodome. We are in the Alamodome right now with the wonderful Sarah Acosta and Max Massey. We are so excited. You know, the KSAT Pigskin Classic, we're ready to go. We got our polos. Sarah's got her pom-poms.
I'm a cheerleader today.
Do you want to start off with the custom KSAT cheer?
Okay, ready? Okay. Max, Massey, and Spivey with me on GMSA. KSAT Pigskin Classic. Okay, look, I'm not a professional cheerleader. I obviously wasn't one in high school, just for today.
That is all good. We are so excited to be out here today. Let's start our wonderful newscast here with a look at the forecast. So right here, we're going to pop up the graphics. We're going to talk outside right now. It is 77 degrees in San Antonio. It's a little cloudy, but it's very humid, and the humidity is going to be the big story today. Take a look at temperatures around the metro area. It's 70 in Comfort, it's 72 in Kerrville, 73 at GMSA Randolph. And a couple of things we're going to talk about in the forecast. Let's take a look ahead. Today, there's a small chance, 20% for an isolated downpour. That's it. The big story today is going to be the humidity. It'll make it feel closer to 100. Tomorrow, even a few degrees hotter. So if you're planning on being out and about today, know that you're going to want to stay hydrated, and you really shouldn't worry too much about running into any rain. Now next week though, we are expecting some scattered showers and storms in the forecast. Coming up, meteorologist Justin Horn is going to talk a little bit more about our chances for rain. For now though, let's go ahead and toss it back to you guys in the studio.
San Antonio police are investigating the death of a man who was run over by a train. This is happening on the city's west side near Sabinas and Saltillo streets.
Katrina Weber is live at the scene. Good morning, Katrina. Do police have any idea how this happened?
Good morning. They tell me that this man, for some reason, was lying on the tracks in the dark, and the train came along and ran over him. Now, police have been working here. They still are working. We've noticed that homicide investigators are here, as well as the medical examiner, and they are working on the other side of the tracks. And I can tell you that there is a very graphic scene over there. You can imagine if someone was run over by a train, what they might be dealing with. That's the situation on the other side of the tracks. The police told us this happened a little bit before 6:30 this morning. Again, it was dark out. The man was lying on the tracks. This freight train came along and ran over him. Now, this is a long train. We were able to drive around and see that this is blocking several intersections behind here, including Zarzamora. That street is closed off now to traffic because of this train. And again, police still investigating to try to figure out what they can about exactly why this happened, why this man was lying on the tracks. But for now, that is the situation as they continue their work here. Reporting live on the west side, Katrina Weber, KSAT 12 News.
Thank you, Katrina. New this morning, 2 people are in custody after a shooting at a southeast side apartment complex. This began a little before 4 a.m. on Bullmore Drive, which is an area between Pecan Valley Drive and Goliad near 281. According to police, 2 people got into a fight with 2 other people, which then led to shots being fired. 1 woman was grazed on the head, a man shot in the chest. Both were taken to University Hospital in serious condition. The 2 suspects returned to their apartment and barricaded themselves, but eventually surrendered to police.
And local area high school teams are once again combining football with peanuts to tackle hunger. This year marks the 5th year for the Peanut Butter Bowl competition. Since its inception, the Peanut Butter Bowl, organized by Very Bold Ministries, has collected 95,000 jars worth of peanut butter. Schools collected donations of peanut butter along funds to donate to local hunger relief organizations like the San Antonio Food Bank. Every year, the Peanut Bowl continues to expand and gain momentum.
We thought that as people went back to work, it might moderate down to that 60,000 individuals a week, and it's 100,000 now. It took a dip, and now it's back up. Just with inflation and the expenses around us, we're seeing, and in some ways, record numbers for a non-pandemic time.
The peanut butter bowls go from August 25th to the 27th, so make sure to get your jar and help a local family. Every year, the peanut bowl continues to expand and gain momentum. And for all of you who are heading to the Alamodome later today, you can help the mission. So make sure to bring your peanut butter, give it as a donation as you're heading over to the KSAT Pigskin Classic.
And you were out there this morning, a lot of excitement.
A lot of excitement, Tiffany. I'm really looking forward to being out there a little bit later today. So is you.
Yeah, I'm going to be out there with the fans and the viewers. Everyone, we're so excited. We'll see you there. Time now, 8:05, 76 degrees. David Elder is taking us to some of the state's best barbecue joints to kick off the KSAT Pigskin Classic. That's still ahead on today's Texas Eats preview.
8:06, 76 degrees. It looks like it's going to be the perfect temperature for some football. Welcome back. The time is 8:09, 77 degrees right now. But Justin, tell us, what is that forecast going to look like for later today?
What is your birthday forecast? Happy birthday, Justin.
That's right.
Thank you. Thank you.
We're so happy you're here with us today.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And, you know, the weather is going to shape up to be, I think, pretty nice today. We're going to still have to dodge a couple storms here and there, but nothing big. Yesterday, the rainfall was great for parts of San Antonio, especially the southern half of town. Got some good rain yesterday. Let's take a look at the rainfall, where we stand for the year. And we are at 2.09 inches for the month of August. August has been good to us, at least comparatively speaking, to the last couple of months. Since January 1st, 7.21 inches, and we are now 13 inches behind the average. Better than it was. Still need more rain, that's for sure. As we look at the rain chances coming up, today, 20% chance. Sunday, probably just a 10% chance. But we start to pop the rain chances back up Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. We'll have a tropical air mass around the area, maybe a weak boundary. It looks pretty similar to last week. And so that'll give us some more of those good downpours, hopefully as we get into next week. Right now, we've got a few clouds out there, 78 degrees, southeasterly winds at about 5. Feels like 81 with a dew point of 74, and it's humid. Very, very humid out there. 70 right now in Rock Springs, 73, Uvalde, 77 in New Braunfels, 78 in Gonzales. In the future cast, it does call for a few showers along the coast this morning. Those don't really bother us. They stay down there along the coast. But as we get into the afternoon, 2 o'clock, we can see some of these pop-up showers. Pretty similar to yesterday, maybe not quite as much coverage as yesterday, but I think we still see some of these pop-ups. Nothing severe or anything like that. And then temperatures make it up to around 94 this afternoon. 94 Converse, 94 Canyon Lake, 93 in Rio Medina. And here's a look at the forecast humidity. We start off this morning with dew points in the 70s, that sticky air. And then by the afternoon, dew points are in the 60s for the most part. So that puts us in the muggy territory, and that will contribute to a heat index this afternoon. It'll feel like 102 here in town. 100 in Helotes, 99 in Castroville, 100 down there in Pleasanton. So a sticky, hot day. Your KSAT 12-hour forecast, mostly clear this morning, 86 by 11 o'clock. We'll add in some clouds this afternoon, 20% chance of rain at 3, 93, 94 at 5 o'clock, 91 at 7 p.m. with a 20% chance of rain. And as we look at the tropics, this is something else we got to touch on. There's a couple of systems out there we need to keep an eye on here, and this is out in the Atlantic, but 30% chance for this particular wave. Now, it's pretty far out there, and this we have time to watch. But it does look a little bit better. Hurricane Center is certainly keeping tabs on that. And then one closer to us, which doesn't look great at all this morning. There's not much to it. But as it gets into the western part of the Caribbean, there's a chance for development here. 20% chance, according to the Hurricane Center. This one, if it were to develop, we probably need to watch a little bit closer. But there's still a lot of questions here. Something we'll certainly watch for you. And the water temperatures are warm. I mean, we've got sea surface temperatures here in the upper 80s. So there's a lot of fuel if something can get going. We'll let you know if it does begin to develop. 96 degrees coming up tomorrow, 10% chance of rain, 30% chance Monday. And then probably our best chances we showed you earlier Tuesday, high of only 90, 30% chance Wednesday. And that continues all the way through Friday. I mean, what a change we've seen as we've moved into August, guys, in a good way. We're thrilled with the rain chances, but I think today, if you do have plans out and about, know there could be a stray shower or two, otherwise looking good.
Justin?
Thank you so much, Justin. Well, Tiffany, we are just a few hours away before the first KSAT Pigskin Classic game that's set to kick off just in a couple of hours.
Yep, and we have the amazing morning team out there joining us. And Sarah, I love your cheer. I was just waiting for Max to show us some flips or toe touches or...
There it is.
Well, there's
We're starting the season off on the PUP list, physically unable to perform list, but don't worry, week 8 we're coming back making the playoffs. Either way, before we talk about what's happening here, we both wanted to wish Justin Horn a happy birthday,
Justin! Woo! Happy birthday! Thanks for coming in on your birthday, Justin.
Justin Horn, the ultimate team player. But guys, talking about the team here, it is amazing. I mean, take a look around. We have the whole alamodome to ourselves.
I don't know how the players I can't imagine playing in the dome at the high school level. That is so amazing. I'm pumped just being
pumped.
out here.
You know who else is really pumped?
Who's pumped?
David Sears, ready to go.
David Sears.
So David, what's the time looking at?
3 hours from kickoff. We're already
Okay, so you're going to be you're doing sideline reporting. You're going to be doing some game analysis.
Sideline reporting for the first game, which is Smithson Valley and Reagan.
Okay.
And then I'll be doing some post-game, pre-game for the next game, which is Justin Johnson. And then we'll do some post-game, pre-game for the next game, which is the nightcap, which is Steele Brennan, and that's a big one.
Is that the one that all eyes are on?
No, all eyes are going to be on every
Yeah, come on, Sarah, we're watching all 3 games.
I'm saying.
From 11 in the morning until Game 3 is over, all eyes are going to be on this. So it is a big game. It's number 1 and number 2 in the city. It's number
That's
12
what I was
and number
asking.
16 in the state. So yeah, that's
so give us a preview. We know there's a lot going on today. What should people expect throughout today?
Just high school football at its finest. This place is loud. We were in here last night for the O'Connor-Brandeis game. The place was full and it was loud, and so it just gets you all excited about football. So we know the people are going to be coming out today. We know there's going to be people who aren't even supporting individual schools. They just want to come and see some great high school football, see some great high school football players. So the excitement's going to be just unbelievable. We're going to see bands, we're going to see cheerleaders. You're going to get you're going to get the feel. And if you're watching at home, what you don't normally get to see, the bands at halftime, the cheerleaders, you're going to get to see them today. So that's going to be great stuff. So it's just a full day of excitement. So get your snacks. Get ready, because it's going to be all day, all night.
Have you heard Sarah's cheer yet?
I need another cheer.
We're going to practice.
We're going to practice. I need a KSAT Pigskin Classic cheer.
That was it right there. KSAT Pigskin Classic, go.
KSAT Pigskin Classic, go! And hey, we're going to head over to Sarah's Spivey.
Hey guys, so I am so excited because not only are we going to have some amazing games here today, but very special, one player from each game will be the John Wayne Player of the Game. They're going to get this plaque to hang up wherever they want. What of a kind thing that we're doing this year. So excited. I wanted to see if I could be the player of the game. So yeah, I'm going to try to kick a field goal. I can't make any promises, but here we go. Oh no! I didn't hit the angle right, but it's okay. That's why I'll leave the football to the football players. Sounds good. I'm a much better thrower than I am a kicker, so Max can attest to that. And Sarah's laughing at me over there, so that's good. But yeah, guys, we are so excited. It is so cool to be here in the alamodome before everyone arrives, but once this place gets filled up, it's gonna be rocking. So I hope you'll stick around with us all morning long. I'm going to try to redeem myself here. Maybe Max can try to throw me football or something like that. But yeah, all in all, we're so excited for the KSAT Pigskin Classic. Again, you can buy tickets at the door if you still want to come here. So we'll be back with plenty more live from the alamodome. Here's the football. Let's go. Hey, I caught that one, so that's good.
For the brisket, we start in the morning, we trim them up, we season them with salt, pepper, and Jason Dady's Bro Rub. Nice mixture of like 16 different seasonings that we throw on there. Rub it on real good, throw it on the pit, and let it smoke.
But you want to be able to pick it up, and then it's holding up on its own weight, but you pull on it, and look at that, falls right apart. Passes the brisket test is what we like to call it, right? You want to eat your brisket. Get another piece for me.
I'm not going to slow down.
Yeah,
Man. This stuff's good. You can't stop me.
Here you go. Cheers to you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow. That's a nice bite, man.
Thank you.
Give me some love.
All that food looks delicious. It's 8:21, 77 degrees.
There's more to come, but the start of football season means fall is right around the corner, and so is the season of frights. Find out how your screams can make you some money after the break. It may be a good few weeks away, but Halloween is fast approaching, and Seaworld San Antonio is trying to make sure you have a screaming good time at this year's Hollow Scream. Seaworld is offering $15 an hour to scare visitors this spooky season.
Oh, so if you're interested, you must be at least 16 years old. Seaworld San Antonio is hosting virtual and in-person auditions. For more information, you can read the entire article on our website, KSAT.com.
And get ready for a full day of local high school football.
That's right. The morning team is at the Alamodome for the KSAT Pigskin Classic. They've been there all morning. We're going to check in with them now to see if Sarah has perfected that cheer. Sarah, how's it going out there?
Hey, okay, so I am not a good cheerleader. We've established that. Sarah Spivey should not be kicking whatsoever. Poor girl.
You know, life is about progress, all right?
And it's about practice makes perfect.
Sarah Spivey will make a field goal by the end of the day, mark my words.
She will do it. She will do it.
Sarah Costa will have the cheer of the decade done by the end of the show.
I will.
Mark my words. And in the meantime, guys, take a look around. This is amazing. I mean, we talk about just how this is college football, but high schools get to play here. They played here last night. It was an amazing electric environment. They're playing here in just a couple hours. Actually, the team should start arriving sooner than later, and it's so cool to be here.
I'm so excited to see the bands when the drum line starts coming in. We see the cheerleaders. I'm excited for that. That makes up the bulk of the people that are coming out here. If you haven't gotten your tickets, tickets are $10, and you can get them at the door. Hey.
Are you going to strategize with the cheerleaders?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
But, hey, ready?
All right, ready?
Okay.
Fight.
Okay, I'm going. I can't run fast. I'm in a skirt.
I think
but
you
I'm
got
going.
it. All right,
I'm
turn
going.
around, turn around.
I'm going. Oh, okay. Max, too deep, too deep.
Oh!
Yes.
Wrong spike.
Yes.
We were a little worried about
Yes.
that one. Great start to the day. We're going to be here throughout the morning.
Got hands.
So we'll see you after this.
A death investigation on the city's west side has some drivers going out of their way. San Antonio police say it involves a man who was run over by a freight train.
That's right. This happened near South Sabinas and Saltillo streets. Katrina Weber is there with a live report. Now, Katrina, you mentioned earlier that this has several intersections shut down. Can you expand on that?
Well, sure. One of the major intersections we noticed was at Zarzamora, but we can see now that this train is on the move, so that should clear up soon. Traffic was backed up for a while. All of this because of a crash that happened earlier this morning. In fact, before 6:30 is when police got the call that a man had been run over by the train. They told me that that man, for some reason, was lying on the tracks as this train approached this area, and he was run over and killed. We have had homicide investigators here. They are still here on the other side of the tracks, along with personnel from the medical examiner's office. It looks like they have completed their investigation here because, again, the train is moving. So any traffic problems that have been caused by this train that was sitting here for hours should be clearing up here pretty soon. Police don't know why the man was on the tracks, and they don't yet have any information on who he was. Reporting live on the west side, Katrina Weber, KSAT 12 News.
Thank you, Katrina, for that update. Now, a woman is now facing charges after her alleged drunk drive-by joyride went viral. You can see a woman aimlessly taking shots at homes in West Bexar County and bragging about it on Instagram. Authorities say that woman is 22-year-old Genesis Rodriguez, who shied away from cameras while in custody. One woman we spoke with says Rodriguez's reckless behavior led to a bullet flying through her home, piercing her husband's tie and going through the wall of her 9-year-old son's room and landing on the ground next to his bed where he was sleeping. The mother, who wished to remain anonymous, says she's counting her blessings.
I can't have children again. You know, that's my baby, that's my son, and it's my husband's only son, you know, and it's frightening. Batman really is a true superhero, and he took a bullet for my son.
According to the sheriff's office, they believe more arrests will be made in this case. They say Rodriguez is charged with deadly conduct, a third-degree felony in violation of a bond, a Class A misdemeanor.
San Antonio police is investigating after a reported road rage incident. SAPD is offering a reward for information that could help identify and arrest this suspect seen pulling a gun on a driver along I-10 last month. A driving school owner says drivers of all ages need to lay off the horn, back off the bumper, and avoid making hand gestures. The best thing is to be polite and an attentive driver.
And what we also tell our students is that you don't know what has happened to that individual in the course of the day. They may have been advised that a loved one has cancer, they got served with divorce papers, they lost their job. We don't know what goes on in their mind. So the best thing that you can do is just don't engage. As far away as you can get from that person, the better. If they make hand gestures, just don't make any hand gestures back. And just try to find an exit, slow down, move over to the right, just let them go by you. It's the best thing that you can do.
If you encounter a belligerent driver, head to the nearest police or fire station or call 911.
Now, the first week of testimony in the public corruption trial of Michelle Barrientos Vela wrapped yesterday. Barrientos Vela is accused of fabricating security payment logs for Rodriguez Park. Now, several witnesses took to the stand, including a clerk who used to work for her, who told the court she was the one who notified the Texas Rangers. Susan Tristan says she then spoke with the FBI, who gave her a secret recording device. She used it and captured multiple conversations with Barrientos Vela, but none of them showed anything incriminating. We're expecting to hear more testimony next week. Barrientos Vela faces up to 10 years in prison if convicted.
Bands, cheerleaders, ROTC, football players, and everyone is going to be gathering for the KSAT Pigskin Classic today.
That's right. So much to look forward to, not just football. As you mentioned, those marching bands, 6 marching bands, Stephanie, are going to be taking the field for halftime. Incredible halftime shows.
You were in a band.
I was, and it's exciting. And it's exciting to see as well.
Yeah. We have the morning team out there. Good morning, guys.
Hey, Tiff. Hey, Jonathan. Good morning. We are in the Alamodome. This is awesome.
It is amazing. I mean, we could probably get some of the team sidelined because they're starting to show up.
Reagan is in the house already.
Yes, they're here. Hi, guys.
Hey,
Live
good
TV.
morning.
They're ready to go.
Live TV.
Ready to start. We had a couple of games last night. We have 3 awesome games set for today. Now, the doors open for everyone, I think 10:30 this morning.
Yes.
And we are so psyched. Do you want to talk about the plastic bag policy?
If you're coming, make sure you are up to date on the Alamodome's plastic bag policy. Here is mine. We have all that information about dimensions and what you can bring on KSAT.com. You want me to do a slant run?
Slant
Ready?
route. But you're
slant route. Okay.
All right.
Do I start running now?
Hike, yeah.
Okay.
Go.
I'm hiking. I'm going. Sorry, I'm going slow because I'm in a spurt. Okay, now I turn. Ah!
You got it.
Oh!
The mic is down. The mic is down.
Yes!
Fantastic. All right.
I am so proud of myself.
Very
Spivey,
proud. You know who else I'm proud of? Sarah Spivey. She's practicing field goals, not right now, but by the end of the show, she will have one. Sarah, how's the weather?
I guess this is a day where Sarah and I are going to continue to try to one-up each other and prove that we are actually athletic. Okay, so we're up here. You'll notice a change of setting. We're in a press box for a very special KSAT Insider event. This is where our KSAT Insiders are able to be. We're right here on the 50-yard line. It's amazing. By the way, if you're curious about becoming a KSAT Insider, well, here you go. All you got to do is scan that QR code right there on your screen, and you'll be able to get some more information from that. But While I'm here in this nice quiet press box, let's talk about the weather. First, we'll talk about temperatures. Now, it's 78 degrees in San Antonio right now, 75 Rio Medina. Temperatures generally are in the mid 70s, so it is definitely warm out there. Take a look at the satellite too. We have a few clouds, but these are going to quickly burn off, and we're actually going to have mostly sunny skies for the first part of the day, but it is going to get cloudier into the afternoon. And it's humid. Take a look at dew points. Dew points are in the mid 70s. That's about as high as a dew point can get this time of year. And so what does that mean for our weekend? Well, it means that it's going to be very humid and we're going to have a heat index value. So take a look at your weekend today. High temperature of 94, heat index up to 100. Tomorrow, even a little hotter. Yeah, we could have a stray shower or storm here and there, but the best chances are 10 to 20%. So that's it for the weather. You know, Justin is going to be back and he's going to talk a little bit more about our rain chances in the week ahead. But for now, again, you can see Sarah and Max all the way down there with Mike Osterhage. Sarah's still tossing the football around. Let's go ahead and toss it back to them for more information.
Speaking of toss, don't break a light. We got it. Nice. We're here with the Mike Osterhage. So Mike, we got the whole squad here. Yeah. Everyone on KSAT filling up the dome. What do you guys have going on?
We are going to be handling all the halftime activities. So introducing all of the bands, the dance squads, the cheerleaders, and the interesting thing, you know, this is opening day for the players, but also this is going to be the first time that all of the bands are performing for their UIL competition, and they've only had a matter of 3 weeks to learn this, which is amazing too.
Go band.
You know what else is amazing? What? We love our KSAT Pigskin Classic polos, but Mike Osterhage with the custom jersey.
I'm really jealous.
Fiona's got one too. Jen's got one as well. So yeah.
We need a massive
Who do we have talked about getting these customized jerseys?
Hey bosses, you listening?
You gotta know somebody though.
Okay.
You know, the one cool thing in here, and I know some of the players have been talking about the oh my gosh factor. You walk in here and it's so cool.
You definitely feel it. You're like, oh my gosh.
You get chills. And that's going to be the thing we were talking about that. It's like the first quarter, once they get past that, are they going to be able to with the wow, look at this place. Because you walk through that tunnel and it is overwhelming almost.
It's amazing. And then you see, the Roadrunner on the middle of the field, which is amazing. These facilities are just gorgeous. We're only really going to be able to hang out on the field probably for another 20 minutes. We have the team starting to come in.
I see Reagan coming in. I'm excited for all the band coming in, all the cheerleaders coming in. Hey, David Elder is going to be giving us a preview at the end of the show. We're just having fun this morning. It's just a giant pep rally. How about that?
It is a giant pep rally.
The level of excitement. And, David Sears was here last night. I think he was talking to you about being one of the games. He said the noise in here and the energy, and this is going on all day long for all three games.
You wanna go long? All right, ready?
No. All right.
Ready? I can't go that long, Mike.
Beautiful. Look at this. Look at this teamwork going on.
We are impressed here.
Very impressed.
We got, I don't even know, great arm. Fantastic stuff.
Toss it back.
Don't. Oh, goodness.
Okay, come on.
No.
Come on.
We could watch this all.
Oh, this is very entertaining.
All right.
This is part of the KSAT Pigskin Classic.
That one didn't count.
Max, Sarah, Tiffany, it's nice to see that slowly but surely members of the KSAT family are making their way out to the Alamodome.
Yeah, so if you're at home drinking your cafecito, get ready, go to the Alamodome, and we'll see you there.
I am
That's
so
right.
sweaty.
That's right.
Time now, 8:40, 78 degrees.
And still ahead on GMSA, we're going to hear from some parents about their excitement for the KSAT Pigskin Classic and what they hope their kids take away from this incredible experience.
And outside, a look with live cam. It's going to be a nice day. All eyes on Justin's forecast for his beautiful birthday. We're going to have all that coming up.
Welcome back. We just got the pollen count in, so we want to pass that along. Molds are high, 2,420. So they're coming down from those really high numbers earlier this week. Fall Elm is low at 20, and pigweed shows up today, but it's low to 10. We're not going to worry about that. Head to the pool today. Got some good weather for you. There's going to be a few clouds here and there. There could be a shower or storm this afternoon. First half of the day, that looks good. 83 degrees by 10 o'clock, 88 by noontime. You'll be up around 94 this afternoon. Now, keep in mind, it's going to feel like it's 100 degrees when you factor in that thick humidity out there. So UV index, very high. Skin damage time, about 20 minutes. Sunscreen. We always need sunscreen here in South Texas, so just a heads up. Here's a look at your futurecast. We've got some showers along the coast this morning. those will stay relegated to the coast. And so for our purposes, we're just going to see some of these pop-up showers. And they probably begin around 2 p.m. or so. And we'll see hit or miss type shower activity. Similar to yesterday, but maybe not as much coverage. This is around 7 o'clock. Still seeing a couple of showers in and around San Antonio. And these will die down with the loss of daytime heating. So by 8:30, not much there. As we go outside for you right now, we've got some morning clouds trying to build in. Mostly cloudy is what we'll call it right now. 78 degrees. Dew point is at 74. The south-southeasterly winds at 5, and it feels like 81 even at this hour. So the morning run, still not so fun. 74 in Kerrville, 73 Rock Springs, 75 Uvalde, 79 Katua, 78 in Beeville. So everyone's pretty much sitting in the upper 70s at this point. The forecast high temperatures, as we said, mid-90s. That's not so bad. We can deal with that. 94 in Pleasanton, 93 Hondo, 97 in Katua, 94 in Eagle Pass. But it's the heat index that's going to get you. You see mid-90s here on San Antonio, but the heat index forecast jumps up to 101 here in San Antonio by 4 p.m. That 94 with the high humidity translates to triple digits for most of us. 98, the heat index at 6 p.m. It'll still feel like 94 at 8 p.m. And as we look at the atmospheric moisture content, okay, so this orange color here, that represents deep moisture throughout the atmosphere, tropical moisture. And that's going to start to work its way in as we get into next week. And that's one reason we're hopeful for a few more rain chances in the forecast. So by Monday, 3 o'clock, that moisture is trying to scoot in along the coast, and it works a little bit further inland. And that translates to some better rain chances. So by Tuesday, we're talking 40% chance of rain as that moisture moves in. We also may have a weak boundary to play with here. Kind of sets up similar to last week where we had some good downpours. So by Wednesday, 30% chance of rain. That's Wednesday morning, and we'll keep that going really through much of next week, that 30% chance of rain with those scattered downpours around the area. Boy, that sounds so much better than that heat high we had for so much of the summer. So afternoon high temperatures, we're going to go 96 tomorrow, but with the prospect of some clouds and rain, we'll bring temperatures down Tuesday and Wednesday. Highs of only 90 degrees both days, 92 Thursday and Friday. And by the way, we're still stuck at 58 100-degree days this year. We thought for the world we would set the record. We came up just one short, 59 back in 2009. We still could set the record. We still can see triple digits into September, but so far there's nothing that tells us that we will. That would be pretty amazing if we came up one day short. 96 Sunday, as we said, 93 Monday, 30% chance of rain. Our best shot probably Tuesday, but we still have isolated stuff Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, guys.
Thanks, Justin. Dancers, football players, there's so much to see today at the KSAT Pigskin Classic.
That's right, even ROTC and of course all those incredible parents that are there supporting and cheering on their kids that are going to be taking the field. But let's check in with Max and Sarah who are live at the alamodome with all of the excitement
this morning.
That's right, all that energy.
We definitely have the spirit this morning. And it was cool to see not just us, but we had, I don't want to throw them under the bus, we had full-grown men and women throwing the football around like they're living out their dream.
It's like a giant playground.
It's so cool to be out here. And it's just kind of a glimpse of all the electricity, all the excitement in the air. We got Lee Waldman, throw her arms around. Let's see.
Woo! We have a lot of cheerleaders out here this morning. We're super fun.
But no, it's so cool to be out here, joined here with Mike and Fiona. So guys, what are you up to today?
Halftime.
Yeah, that's right.
My favorite time.
Yeah. Everybody's going to try and get this much spirit and enthusiasm like Dust has right here. But yeah, we're going to be here at halftime for all three games, introducing all of the bands, the dance squads, the cheerleaders.
Yes, and you'll be hearing from the scholarship winners as well. So very cool.
And this is, opening day for all the teams. And like we were talking about, it's also the first time the bands are performing their UIL competitions. And they've only had a couple of weeks. They're handed a sheet of paper going, okay, go to this point, and they got to, it's definitely patting your head and rubbing your tummy and everything like that with them. So it's going to be fantastic. And you can also click on the QR code on the screen, and because we're going to try and show as much as we can during halftime, but then you can go to KSAT.com and see everything.
I love that.
Yeah.
Okay,
All right,
before we go, Sarah Spivey has to redeem herself from that awful kick she had earlier.
She's got a great arm, too, by the way.
Okay, you got it, Sarah. Okay, I'm nervous.
And it is. It's good! Let's go!
Okay, Ready.
This could end in a very bad. Nice.
Yes!
Look at that teamwork.
Go team!
The crowd goes
Go
wild.
team!
Winning field goal. Great job, Sarah. We're going to get a post-game recap with you in just a bit, but for now, we're going to head to break. We'll be right back.
Welcome back and thank you for staying with us. Listen, the hype has been building up since the spring for the KSAT Pigskin Classic, and now the excitement is set to boil over.
The inaugural KSAT Pigskin Classic will be taking over the Alamodome all day today. Back in April, we officially announced plans for the one-day-long high school football thriller. Taking the field today, football players from 6 different local high schools making up 3 powerhouse matchups.
In addition to the football teams, listen to this. School cheerleaders, marching bands, color guards, and ROTC members have been fine-tuning their game plans to pack the dome with their school spirit, and just as excited are the parents.
Every Saturday, you've got UTSA playing in the dome, and you're right there on the cusp, and if you're dreaming big, working hard, then you get that experience.
Yeah, I have a daughter who's on color guard, and she's super excited about joining the football team out there.
The atmosphere inside the dome is expected to be electric, and you can see and hear all the sights and sounds throughout the day. Just keep your TV locked on KSAT 12.
That's right. Don't change it. This is a game that you don't want to miss. The time right now is 8:53. Temperature outside is 78 degrees.
We'll be right back. The lawn.
Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
Good morning. We have been working all morning. Real tough job today.
I am actually getting a workout in. I didn't know I was going to be playing football. I brought my pom-poms this morning because I'm more of a cheer girl. I wasn't a cheerleader in high school. I wish I was.
That's fair. All right, so we've been working routes this morning, trying to figure it out.
Okay.
This might be our last thing. I keep saying that because I keep expecting all the teams to roll in.
All right, let's
the bands
go.
I think are starting to
Let's
roll in,
go.
but we've been working on it.
Hike it.
You got to go further out.
Oh.
All right, set, hike. Nice. Look at this teamwork.
Look at this.
You're
Look at
3
this.
of 4 for the day.
Look at this. Can I do another one? Can I do another one?
All right, set, hike. Look at the shoes too. Look at that, low and away.
Okay, I thought I should have been a cheerleader in high school.
Okay.
Obviously. I should have been a football
I mean,
player.
between you and Spivey hitting the field goal, I think we're good to go.
Yeah, I'm very out of breath.
Yeah, but we did just run the same route like 15 times, so.
Yeah, Max wanted to like warm his arm up.
You gotta warm the arm up. What are you coming out here cold?
I'm here like going.
We're not Randy Moss over here. All right, we're gonna have so much more to check in with Andrew Seeley in just a bit, but for now, we're gonna head to break. We'll be right back.
I'm gonna catch my breath.
Why not?
Good morning, good morning. Max, what day is it? What day is it?
Oh, it's Saturday. I don't know.
It's the KSAT Big.
Oh, okay. Let's see. I was like, what is this trick question you got going?
We are live in the Alamodome. We are super excited. Before we even get started, take a look at that. Smithson Valley, Reagan. The screens are up. I can see some players trickling in, some band members bringing in their stuff. We are super excited. That first game kicks off at 11.
That's correct. Well, 11:30. Our pregame starts at 11.
Thank you.
And so there's been so much preparation. It was funny, Andrew. We were just talking about how it's so cool in here compared to outside. Yeah. And then Sarah's over here like, well, I've been running routes all morning.
Yeah, I did not expect to get this workout in.
All right, we only got about 20 seconds, but what can people expect to watch or to see when they show up here today?
First of all, just great games. I'm going to be on the sidelines for the Judson game specifically. They're playing Johnson. Mark Soto, head coach of Judson, used to be the head coach of Johnson. A lot of emotion there. But honestly, we have three great games with 6 great teams, especially the last game. Top 2 teams in the city, Brennan versus Steele. Can't ask for better high school football than what we're getting tonight.
What does preparation look like for you guys and for everyone in the nice KSAT Blazers?
I'm legally obligated to say that Greg Simmons has done everything. So
I see. It's actually pacing the field right now. I think he's checking in to make sure everyone's doing their job.
And we'll check in with Larry here in a second. He's done a lot too. But we're going over rosters. We've been talking to coaches. I know Mark Mendez has been out talking to every team basically in the state at this point, trying to get as many previews as possible. And we've talked to all 6 of these teams coming into this.
Awesome.
It's hype, man. We're all excited.
We are hyped. I know another person that's excited. She just made a field goal. We're tossing to Sarah Spivey. Sarah, hey, I think people can use you as an extra out here.
Yeah, sure. I'll kick a one-yard field goal any day. But yeah, we've been having so much fun out here. I am actually at the awesome KSAT Pigskin Classic media desk here. This mic right now is just a prop, but later on it's going to be filled with some wonderful color commentary by some of KSAT's very own. And take a look at these. These are the footballs that'll be given to any winning teams today, the 3 winning teams. So we're excited. Speaking of teams, they're starting to get on the field there. That's awesome. I believe those are the Reagan Rattlers. Awesome. Hey guys, y'all are on TV. Say hi. We're so excited to see the Rattlers and all the other teams play. But first, I want to take a look here at the weather. So today, outside right now, it's 79 degrees. Temperatures are warming up as we speak. It's 80 in New Braunfels, 73 in Comfort, and 77 in the Port SA area. But let me tell you, it's not too comfortable outside. It's very, very humid. Take a look at today. Today, we're going to be seeing a 20% chance for an isolated downpour. Really, though, the big story this weekend is the humidity. Tomorrow, it'll feel like 102 outside because of the high humidity. And then finally, Justin Horn, he's going to be talking about a chance for some scattered showers and storms in the forecast into next week. So that's it for the weather right here live at the Alamodome. For the KSAT Pigskin Classic, I'm Sarah Spivey. Back to you, Jonathan and Tiffany.
Thanks, Sarah. Lots of fun out there.
Lots of fun.
New this morning in your news of the day, San Antonio police say a man who was run over by a train on the west side may have been sleeping on the tracks.
That's right. They say that's just one possible explanation for why he was lying in the path of that freight train as it approached the south area near Sabinas and Saltillo streets. Katrina Weber is live there right now. Katrina, what have you been able to learn about the man who was killed?
Well, very little. San Antonio police say they don't even know this man's identity just yet, nor do they know for sure exactly why he was lying on these tracks in the dark. Now, the train did come to a stop did not come to a stop in time before running over him, but it did stop here near South Sabinas and Saltillo. San Antonio police got the call just before 6:30 this morning. They found a gruesome scene that stretched on for at least a few hundred yards. Homicide detectives and staff with the medical examiner's office were out here as well. Now, the train sat on the tracks for about 2 hours while they completed their investigation, at least their investigation on the tracks. We still see some people out here walking the area, some people with the police department apparently looking for evidence here. Now, this was a very long train. It had several intersections in this area blocked for at least a couple of hours, but it does seem that those problems may be in the past now that the train did leave. It pulled out of here about a half hour ago. Reporting live on the west side, Katrina Weber, KSAT 12 News.
Thank you, Katrina. Also new this morning, 2 people are in custody after a shooting at a southeast side apartment complex. It started a little before 4 a.m. on Bowmore Drive between Pecan Valley Drive and Goliad near 281. Police say 2 people got into a fight with 2 other people, which led to shots being fired. One woman was grazed on the head, a man was shot in the chest, and both were taken to University Hospital in serious condition. The 2 suspects returned to their apartment and barricaded themselves, but eventually surrendered to police.
Time and temperature right now, 9:05 and 79 degrees outside.
Still to come on GMSA at 9, we're remembering the life of a Texas broadcast legend who had a massive impact on high school football.
Also coming up, David Elder takes us to San Marcos for some award-winning barbecue. Don't miss the preview of Texas Eats.
And now we're all hungry.
Definitely.
Live cam right now, 79 degrees. It's going to be a perfect day to head out to the Alamodome.
Absolutely. You don't want to miss the KSAT's inaugural KSAT's Pigskin Classic.
Before we head out, let's go back to the Alamodome.
Tiffany, a lot's been happening at the Alamodome. We
Who's
have
this
Max,
guy? Do you see this guy?
Sarah.
There's Greg Simmons.
The man, the myth, the legend.
Woo! Greg Simmons.
Also, look at that cool blazer. But no, take a look around. Look at the field right now. It is amazing. You thought we were hyped to be out here. These kids out on the field. We saw them taking selfies.
They literally are walking in with their cell phones, like just.
But it's so cool. I mean,
so cool. It's pretty amazing to be out here.
It's a college atmosphere. You see the big lights, the bright lights. You see the road runner in the middle of the field. It is amazing. We got 2 amazing athletes right here. You made the field goal. How did it feel?
Honestly, I gave myself about a 10% chance of making the field goal.
It's a good forecast
and
there.
And it verified.
And then we got the wide receiver of the year. 3 catches on live TV. How are you feeling?
Sweaty.
Okay.
Out of breath. I thought I was going to be cheerleading this morning with minimal. I mean, cheerleaders are real athletes,
Right.
but I was going to just do I wasn't going to be
You
running.
made a lot of fantasy owners very happy today. Good job to both you guys. We're going to be out here throughout the morning. We have a lot of live interviews. The teams are rolling in. The bands are rolling in. We're going to have everything you need to know throughout the morning.
Welcome back. We did get some more rain yesterday, at least in parts of San Antonio, namely the southern and southwestern part of the city. Got some great rainfall. It was beautiful to see. Not a lot at the airport yesterday, but you know what? We're doing pretty good for August. 2.09 inches. That is above average for the month, which seems like a huge improvement from where we were. And since January 1st, 7.21 inches, which is not a huge number. We're still about 13 inches below average, but we are seeing some improvements, and we'll take every little bit we can get. There are more rain chances in the forecast. Small chance today, 20%, and a very small chance tomorrow. But next week, we get some more tropical moisture in here. Scattered showers and storms possible by the time we get into Tuesday, so we'll have more chances coming down the line. And as we look outside for you right now, mostly cloudy skies. Some of those morning clouds starting to build in. 79 degrees at the airport. Dew point is at 74. And we've got a south-southeasterly breeze at about 5. Feels like 82 at this hour. 76 in Kerrville, 78 Hondo, 80 in Pleasanton, 80 out near Gonzales. It's a warm morning. It's also very sticky. Humidity is sky high. Our futurecast shows some showers along the coast this morning. Then as we get into the afternoon, we should start to see some pop-up showers here around San Antonio. This is 2 o'clock. We'll start to see that activity bubble up right around that time. And then by the afternoon, you'll see these random pop-up downpours. And that goes through the evening hours before everything dies out tonight with the loss of daytime heating. Forecast high today, 94 here in town, 90 in Bernie, 93 Rio Medina, 94 in Kenya Lake. And those dew points this morning in the 70s. They do fall off some, but not much, into the mid to upper 60s by this afternoon, which is definitely in the muggy territory. You will feel the humidity today in the sense that the heat index is going to be up around 102 here in town, 100 in Helotes, 101 in New Braunfels. So while those temperatures are not in the triple digits, it is going to feel that way. KSAT 12-hour forecast, 88 degrees by noontime. We're in the mid-90s this afternoon with that 20% chance of rain. And this evening, rain chances fall off. We're at 88 by 8 p.m. And very quickly, we need to talk about the tropics. We do notice a couple systems here that we need to watch. 30% chance of development with this wave out in the Atlantic. We have plenty of time to watch it, but it does have some thunderstorm activity with it. This one here in the Caribbean looks less impressive, but as it moves into the Western Caribbean, by later into next week, we'll have some chances for development here. And I think we do need to watch this, but right now there is nothing imminent that gives us any pause or any concern right now. Sea surface temperatures are warm. There's a lot of fuel there for development if something gets going. So 93 Monday, 30% chance of rain. We've got 40% chance Tuesday with that tropical air mass in place and more opportunities down the line. A good looking 7-day forecast, guys.
Thanks, Justin.
This morning, we're remembering the life of Gary DeLane. He was a Texas broadcast legend, best known for his play-by-play calls of high school football. However, the beloved broadcaster also played a key role in coverage of the JFK assassination in Dallas back in 1963.
In between, he built a solid career as a sportscaster and news reporter for KENS 5 for almost 30 years, using his signature sports coats as his trademark. But what you may have missed was Gary mentoring many in our business before his death in February of this year. So we're going to show you how you can still help Gary help others even after his passing.
The Johnson Jaguars and the Madison Mavericks in the postseason.
There wasn't a Friday night in South Texas that Gary DeLane wasn't in a broadcast booth calling a high school football game.
45, 50 outside, 45, 40, and out of bounds at about the 35-yard line.
In fact, this wordsmith did it for over 6 decades. So much so, the home broadcast booth at Comalander Stadium is named after him.
Greg, my motivation was never money, or I wouldn't have stayed in San Antonio. You don't get paid a whole lot of money here. But it was always the love of high school football.
Why do you think you like it so much?
Why did I like it? It's the last bastion of sports purity.
His body of work would lead to his induction into the San Antonio Sports Hall of Fame in 2015, becoming only the second media member to be enshrined. But you have to remember his career started out with his most memorable contribution while working for the broadcast news leader in Dallas, KLIF. He was the first to report that President John F. Kennedy had been shot in his downtown motorcade on November 22nd, 1963.
I told the guy, I said, go, bulletin. And so we go in the air, and I don't remember what I said for sure, but we were the first at 12:36:55 in the afternoon. I interrupted a song called The Chiffons, singing I Have a Boyfriend.
It's Jerry DeLon in the KLAF newsroom. The police department is still trying to confirm the fact that President Kennedy and Governor John Connally have been wounded.
DeLon had befriended a number of police officials in the city, including Detective James Lavelle, the tall gentleman in the white suit escorting Lee Harvey Oswald in the police department basement after he'd been arrested for the assassination of President Kennedy, when Jack Ruby shocked the world for the second time.
Here he comes, Lee Oswald, the accused assassin.
It wasn't luck that Gary was there. It was preparation.
The shot rang out. The shot has rung out. And Lee Oswald falls. Lee Oswald has just been shot.
Jack was in this cluster. He had a .38, and he had it down his side. And because of the strobe light, it's a lot brighter than this one here. J.R. Lavelle could not see anything from except the waist down. He saw this gun come up. Jack took a step and a half, bam, fired it right out of the gut of Oswald, and then that's when chaos broke out. If I hadn't volunteered to go down there that day, they would have never had an inch of tape.
While Gary's legacy is evident, he is also known for mentoring others in our business, including myself. This is my favorite photo of Gary and I. Astrodome 1978, Churchill playing Houston Stratford in the state high school football playoffs. I'm 22 at the time, Gary is 44. And here's how you can continue to help Gary help others even after his passing.
You can help pay tribute by going to any Frost Bank location and making a donation to the Gary DeLon Memorial Journalism Scholarship. A special Saturday here on KSAT, Football Field Day.
It's going to be so much fun, Tiffany. And it's also important to note that there's a lot of things you need to know. That press box, that box office, is going to be opening up here in a couple of minutes. So if you haven't gotten your tickets, there is still plenty of time to get your tickets. It's opening up at 9:30.
And we have our team out there all morning and with a very special person, I see.
Good morning, guys. Welcome back here to the Alamodome. So we got Greg Simmons, the man, the myth, the legend. Greg, are you awake yet?
I am. I just woke up about 2 minutes ago.
No, Greg.
I remember driving here, sort of.
We've got a special cheer for you.
Please,
ready?
please.
Okay. First, it's cold in here. There must be a Greg in the atmosphere. Simmons.
I'm officially awake.
That workout that got you ready for bed?
I'm ready to go. Now,
all right,
rest is downhill.
Oh, take a look at that. They're getting everything ready.
Oh, awesome.
Thomas getting ready.
I want to tell you, this is the most exciting event I've seen for high schoolers at the start of a season, and I think you can tell by just watching the kids, watching the dads put up the big rattler here. Both teams are in the house right now as we speak. It's both Smithson Valley and Reagan in the first game. And I got to be honest with you, even look at the coaches. They like being in here. And if you walked outside, you know why they like being here. It's as humid as you know what out there.
Yes,
at least it's not burning hot, but it's humid. And I guarantee you they love playing in this dome in the season opener. This is a great story.
So, Greg, give us kind of the play-by-play. What does your day look like in terms of all the games, preparation?
It's a very long day. But I tell you what, once you get to that day, it's really a lot of fun because you spend weeks preparing for this moment. Because not only are you hosting the event as well, but you're actually doing the game, the final game between Brennan and Steele, which is #1 and #2. That preparation alone takes us exactly 1 week. So we're ready for that. We're ready for the actual pregame and postgame. And then somewhere along the way, we're going to put 12 hours of live television together. By the way, that's never been done in the history of KSAT that I can remember, 12 straight hours. You can see some of the guys hauling in, getting ready. Here, some of the players even helping out, getting the water ready, the Gatorade ready. And this is all part of high school football. And this is what makes it so pure, is that this is why people love this event. And putting 3 games in the Alamodome on one day is magical.
It sure is magical. I already feel the magic out here. Greg, thank you so much. Have so much fun today. And just stay with us here on air.
You got a little bit of everything.
Yes, sir, we do. We have pork chops here, chicken, pork ribs, spare ribs. We have brisket, and then we have our Akushi beef rib.
Oh my goodness.
And then we have our both kinds of sausages, jalapeno cheddar and regular.
You caught my attention with this one though. Now you've switched over to the Akiushi. Now this is a high-end, really marbled, fatty meat. Oh my gosh, look at the fat just running through.
So much to tell you, so much going on. We've been checking in with everyone on the KSAT squad. Anyone wearing red, really, has been on TV.
Okay, can we just talk about, no, this is not a Target. This is KSAT Pigskin Classic. All these red polos. And we are excited to be live in the alamodome. We have players behind us. Well, they were behind us. They're on the sidelines now. They're getting ready. That first game is going to happen. And what time is it?
It's just a couple hours. It's just a couple hours away.
Less than 2 hours. 2 hours away.
Do you know who else is excited? Lee Waldman. Lee will be family reporting. What are we doing here?
Fan reporting. We're hanging out with the fans all day long. Whatever y'all are doing, we're hanging with you. We want to party. It's going to be a great day. It's a triple header, first time. Love it.
How did you prepare for today?
With a coffee and a Red Bull and 2 tamales, and then I was ready to go.
Hot tamales. There we go.
There we go.
All right, so if anyone's watching this and they haven't left their house yet, what should they know?
They should know that today is going to be the best day of their entire lives because you're going to hang out with all of us. You're going to get some great football, and there's nothing more you can want. You're with KSAT.
Football, friends, family, everything you need. We're going to have a full preview throughout the morning. We'll see you after the break. Good morning. Welcome back. And hey, happy game day.
Hey, happy KSAT Pigskin Classic. We are so pumped. I know who's more pumped. Larry Ramirez.
The man in the classic original polo.
You've ever been on GMSA?
Yes.
Why?
Oh.
What?
I'm usually asleep still.
That hurts.
I mean,
that hurts.
Well,
it's 9:30 in the morning.
But especially after Friday night big game coverage, I get home late. It takes me a couple hours to unwind. I go to bed till like 2 or 3 in the morning.
Speaking of which, how was last night here at the Dome?
I wasn't actually here at the Dome.
Okay.
I did my road trip out to, where was I? Floresville, Pleasanton, and ended in Jordanton.
Wow,
last night.
you had a journey last night.
I did. I did.
Okay, are you excited for today? What can we expect?
Absolutely. I expect 3 great games. 6 awesome head coaches out here tonight, or today, and a lot of fun. I mean, yeah, absolutely.
Awesome. Well, Larry, stay with us.
Okay.
We're going to check in with Sarah Spivey
Where
right
is
now.
Sarah?
Sarah, where are you?
I'm in the press box. So, not only am I in the press box, but I am in the KSAT Insiders press box, where the KSAT Insiders are going to get some goodies, as you can tell by my lovely helmet that I'm wearing. And then also, this awesome seating. This is right on the 50-yard line. It's incredible. This press box is nice and set aside here so that they've got a really great view. There's a couple of things that I want to talk about here. If you want more information on how to be a KSAT Insider, what you can do is you can scan this QR code. It's a great way to stay connected to KSAT. You'll be an insider. It's awesome. Check it out. Now, first thing I want to do is talk about the weather. Outside right now, it's humid. I'm glad to be in the Alamodome because it's not nearly as humid in here. It's actually perfect. It's 9 degrees in San Antonio, 78 in Canyon Lake, 81 in New Braunfels, 77 in Comfort and Kerrville, and 75 in Bandera. As we take a look at the satellite, there are some clouds out there early this morning, and throughout the day, you can expect a mix of sun and clouds. Finally, you know, it's very humid. Dew points are in the 70s. That means whatever the thermometer reads, add a couple of degrees to it. Take a look at this weekend. It's going to be 94 today with a 20% chance for an isolated shower, even less of a chance tomorrow, and even hotter, 96. But coming up, meteorologist Justin Horn is going to talk about our rain chances in the week ahead. They're a little bit better. For now, though, let's toss it back to Sarah and Max and Larry Ramirez down on the field.
Smile, pretend you're happy. Hey, yeah, Sarah, we are super excited. I'm excited. I'm watching like all the the players just keep looking up. They're like,
look, I gotta tell you. So there's about 4 players over there throwing the football around. Sarah, you could like put on a show. I mean, you were running routes, crisp routes.
If
like
they need an extra
some
player,
spin moves.
I'm kind of here for it.
I thought you were going to apply for like the NFL. Cowboys need another receiver. That could be you.
That could be me. But hey, we have Larry Ramirez.
We do have Larry.
I saw the Sarah spike when I was walking in.
Oh, yeah.
Not as vicious as the Gronk spike, but still pretty darn good.
Yeah.
Vicious, watch out.
Oh, okay. So, Larry, a lot going on today. What's your people at home? What should they expect, whether they're watching at home or whether they're on their way here?
Just a lot of fun. I mean, it's high school football. It's the first week of big game coverage, and we have 3 great games. But I want to share something real quick. You said Greg Simmons is coming back on in a little while?
Sir.
Okay. Years ago, can I say these real quick?
Yeah.
He did a skit with the Silver Dancers, so you have to make sure you give him these and make sure he shows you that skit. It's my favorite skit with Greg Simmons. So
mandatory.
Yeah, so
Larry Ramirez
and I'm not going to do it because I don't want to ruin it.
No, don't steal his thunder.
Fingers crossed Greg does it.
Okay.
I'll ask.
We were excited to be on the field.
Yeah.
Everyone on KSAT was seemingly super excited. They were taking pictures. They were throwing the football around. We saw the kids walk in, selfies, taking pictures.
They're still doing it. They're still, I see phones in the air right
What does
now.
it mean for them to be playing here at the Alamodome?
I think it means a lot because for some of these kids, they'll never get a chance to play in the Alamodome again. And this is the biggest venue here in San Antonio to play football. And you know about the Alamo Bowl is played here, all the other bowl games that have been played here when the Saints came into town. People remember that kind of stuff. For these kids, this is a fantastic day for them to play in a pretty cool football venue.
Pretty cool. Not just pretty cool. It's like amazing.
Amazing.
When we walked in and Max and I were some of the first people to come in this morning, and we were just like, we immediately just started running on the field like children. Well, Max was walking,
I was
galloping.
walking. Yeah,
he
galloping.
Walking gingerly.
Run.
Yeah.
Still top tier wide receiver.
He's been quarterbacking. And I've been the receiver all morning.
Yeah, and the cheerleader.
I have many roles.
She's got some hands.
It was very
Seriously,
impressive.
Yeah.
I think she went 4-5.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's go.
No pressure.
Oh, backwards.
There's no pressure. We thrive under pressure. Larry,
this is for
one's
Larry.
you.
This is for Larry. There we go, Larry.
Look at us go. I think the KSAT team can hang. Hike.
Come on.
Thought we were doing a fake. Hey,
There we go.
let's go. I'm telling you, Larry. We've been putting on it.
Sarah Spike.
This is why we can't have nice things.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure Sarah lost one of my footballs.
The chemistry between you
I did
two,
lose.
it's amazing. How long y'all work out during the off season and how many routes do you run? I mean,
Trust me, when I say we're prepping for the Cowboys, we're prepping for the
We're
Cowboys.
prepping.
XFL on the way. I think we got it, Larry.
I think so too. Highly impressed here. Highly impressed.
Larry, what are you most excited about?
To call a game. I'm working the second game.
I can
Judson
tell by the beautiful blazer.
and Johnson, with Ted Davis, the great Ted Davis. He just recently wrapped up, I think, 25 years with the Milwaukee Bucks. So he called their NBA championship 2 years ago, and then he decided to retire. So I'm working that game, and I'm excited to do that. I haven't done color for a game in this big of a venue, so I love it.
It'd be great. I'm excited.
Yay, Larry. Thank you so much for being with us this
Absolutely.
morning and
My
his
pleasure.
debut on GMSA. Hey, we're going to toss it back to Jonathan and Tiff in studio.
Thanks, guys. A lot of excitement out there. And it's a field day at 10:30. That's when the doors open. So you can find your seats, take some selfies, just meet up with your friends and families before the game kicks off.
That's right, Tiffany. And it's actually 9:37, which means that box office is open. So if you haven't bought your tickets for the KSAT Pigskin Classic, you still have time to get your general admission tickets. And if you're anything like me, I kind of wait last minute for parking. And we know that can be a tricky situation. So we know parking is going to be $20. There's different access routes there. You can always just visit our website, ksat.com, for all of that information.
All those details there. Right now it's 9:37, 80 degrees outside. And coming up in just a few minutes, Justin Horn's got the game day forecast and his birthday forecast that you need to hear before you head out the door. Welcome back. All eyes on the weather, especially for the big day today. Football, full day.
I'm pumped. I'm pumped. Sarah Costa's got me pumped with all those cheers, man. Yeah, it's exciting. We got a lot going on today, right? We got the KSAT Pigskin Classic. If you're going to be watching some football or joining us there, the weather's going to be fine. And maybe you're heading out to the pool too, because it's one of those days. Temperatures are going to make it into the mid-90s. We'll see heat indices close to 100. So here's your Saturday poolside forecast. 94 degrees by 5 p.m. That's when we introduce that 20% chance of rain into the forecast. About a 10% chance at noontime. We'll see some of those pop-up showers and storms. We saw a few yesterday. I don't think we see as much today, but there is a chance there. The UV index very high. Skin damage occurs in about 20 minutes. You don't need me to tell you, sunscreen, always a good idea this time of year. Futurecast, we've got some showers along the coast this morning. Those stay along the coast. We don't expect those to work their way inland, but we will see some of these pop-up showers and storms later today. This is around 7 p.m. Notice we've got a little bit of activity. After 7 p.m., with the loss of daytime heating, you'll see most of it go away, and we'll be left with partly cloudy skies tonight. Right now, it's mostly cloudy. Some morning clouds have worked their way in. 79 degrees at the airport. Dew point is at 74. Feels like 82 at this hour. 83 Gonzales, 78 Kerrville, 79 Uvalde, 82 in Cotulla. But you can bet by next hour, most of us, if not all of us, will be in the 80s. Temperatures will be warming up quickly. And by the time we make it to 5 o'clock, 94 here in town, 94 Canyon Lake, 94 in Gonzales, 94 popular number there in Carrizo Springs. Around San Antonio, it'll be 90 in Bernie today, 90 in Bulverde, 92 in Comfort. And the heat index really is the main concern here because the humidity is so high. Dew points stay in the upper 60s, close to 70. That means the heat index is going to be around 101. It'll be sticky. It'll be hot out there. Atmospheric moisture content. What are we talking about here? Well, tropical moisture. And the deeper the moisture is, the better your chance of rain. So out in the Gulf of Mexico, we have a nice swath of tropical moisture. This is not a tropical storm. This is not anything we have to worry about in that sense. But what it is going to do is work its way inland. And that deeper tropical moisture makes its way in by early next week. That combined with a weak boundary, I think, will up our rain chances. So as we get into Tuesday, Wednesday, we'll get some more of those pop-up showers and storms. Think last week, pretty similar setup here actually. And the computer models bear that out. So by, say, Tuesday around midday, we've got a 40% chance of rain in the forecast. Good downpours too. When you get that tropical moisture, you tend to get efficient rain producers, and we will certainly take that. That's always a good thing. 30% chance of rain as we get into Wednesday, and in fact, we'll keep a 30% chance of rain going through much of next week. So that is encouraging. Afternoon temperature forecast. Sunday's probably our hottest day just because we have the lowest rain chances, maybe the lowest amount of cloud cover, 96. But as we get into next week and we start to add in some of those clouds and the potential for rain, we'll see high temperatures fall a little bit. 90 degrees Tuesday, 90 degrees Wednesday. Probably still some good heat indices, but cooler nonetheless. And by the way, we're still tracking the 100-degree days this year. We're stuck at 58. Amazingly, I thought for the world we would set the record. We were on pace to do it. And those 100-degree days just came to a screeching halt. Not that anyone's complaining about that. We still could, as we get into September, see some 100-degree days, but it's not in the forecast this week. Again, 96 tomorrow, 10% chance of rain, but we bring the rain chances back up. 30% Monday, 40% Tuesday, and isolated stuff Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday of next week, guys.
Thanks, Justin. And we wanted to wish you a happy birthday today.
That's right.
I love this picture.
Thank you.
Look at that picture.
We're so lucky to have you on our team. You are the kindest, nicest, smartest meteorologist in town.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. It's very kind of you guys.
I love all these pictures. And of course, every picture has an amazing story behind it, right?
It does. I've got to do so many cool things since I've worked here at KSAT. So I'm very thankful to work with you guys as well. And I appreciate the shout out this morning.
It's an absolute pleasure. Thank you, Justin.
Thank you, guys.
Well, we have a lot of football to talk about today. The KSAT Pigskin Classic, making history, by the way, Tiffany.
But what is football without food, right?
That's right. You have to have food as well to join that. We're going to head on over to the Alamodome. I know there they are standing by.
David Elder, you know there's going to be great food.
First and foremost, though, happy birthday, Justin.
Happy birthday, Justin Horn.
We did a whole happy birthday thing, but we weren't on air yet, so I just want to let you know we were with you in spirit. Happy birthday.
Happy
and I got to
birthday.
say, this is better than birthday cake.
Look at that.
Look at this.
What do we got here, David?
This is a Dino beef rib from D. Willie's Barbecue from here in San Antonio. This thing is out of control. Look at this. I did bring more. Don't worry.
Okay.
It's not just the only one.
Yeah.
I also brought some pork ribs for you guys.
Nice.
Because to me, there's two food groups that go with football. It's chicken wings, come on, and barbecue.
Oh, Sarah, that is not yours.
That's not mine.
Yeah.
You don't want to share this?
No, that's all you.
You've had enough teamwork today.
Put your pom-pom hands on there. That's all you're in. Yeah, so I brought some barbecue for you guys because we're doing a full hour of barbecue here on Texas Eats, and we're traveling all across the state. Fort Worth, San Marcos, Seguin, San Antonio. You know we got to give a lot of San Antonio love to it too. But I brought this because I want to show you guys what we're going to be highlighting. We're doing a bunch of different barbecue spots highlighting Tex-Mex influenced barbecue, traditional Texas barbecue, and some top 10 Texas monthly barbecue spots as well.
So the thing that people can't see is how good it smells, and also just the amount
your TVs,
of
people.
Smell-o-vision.
squad members who just kind of walk around and were like, "Are you guys gonna eat that?"
They're already
Y'all gonna
circling.
share
They're
or
actually
what?
waiting on the sidelines already. There you go.
Oh, look, there it is.
Oh, we got
Circling.
Watch, check it out. Give it a whiff here. Yeah,
David,
give it a whiff.
take it off your hands.
Smell it? Yeah, it's just smell. If you want to bite it,
Take a bite. Go for it. Take a bite. Take a bite. Take a bite. Take a bite.
Over here.
Yeah. There it
1
is.
to 10, David. How are we feeling?
10.
Oh, nice. As he's got grease all over his face now.
It looks more like a meat harmonica now, actually. It's kind of like going at it there. But D. Willie's Barbecue is one of the only spots that I know of here around San Antonio that offers all-you-can-eat barbecue as well, which is really cool. And I mean, look at this stuff they're serving up out there. In Seguin, Burnt Bean is one place we're going to be highlighting. They're a Texas monthly top 10, and they're serving up some wild stuff. They even have like hot Cheetos. I know.
All kinds of grease on his face right now.
Right.
You didn't bring your napkin?
No, I didn't bring
No.
You got, you got khakis. I got blue. My blue jeans become my napkin for me. I go home, my wife's always like, "Are you 5? Like, what is your deal?" I'm just wiping food on my pants.
Well,
all the
David,
time.
thank you so much. We look forward to your show.
Yeah, new episode right after the news, 10 o'clock, and make sure you tune in right here or come down to the Alamodome.
Come on down.
Come on down.
Classic.
KSAT Pigskin Classic. We're going to toss it back to Jonathan and Tiff in studio.
Thanks, guys. That rib just looked delicious.
I love how David's analyzing it too. He's like making sure he gets the
Savoring
right
it.
place.
My mouth was watering. Let's be real.
Let's take a look right now at Sky 12. A lot of people are heading out the door right now. Doors open, so you have time to find your seats at 10:30. Take some selfies, meet with your friends and family before the big first game at 11:30.
That's right. Get situated. Look at that beautiful shot of the Alamodome, and that's where it's all going to be happening. History in the making. 12 hours of coverage. We'll be back.
2.5. Good morning.
All right, good morning. Hey, it's game day.
Hey, I can hear the music.
We got the music. We got the players out here. We got the Collins. We're ready to cheer. You're ready to cheer.
I'm ready to cheer.
We got
KSAT, 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 Pigskin Classic.
Electric out here.
Whoa.
Jen is joining us.
Hey, Jen.
Jen, walking in. How did it feel?
Oh, it feels great. The energy, I know it's going to get, louder and crazier, but I saw the football players already. I'm sure you guys feel the same, right? It's like, it's building up. And I love your energy, Sarah.
You know what?
I watched you this morning. I was getting ready.
I love a good pep rally. And that's basically what you guys are going to be doing during the halftime, so tell us.
Yes, so I'll be on the sidelines. Fiona and Mike will toss it out to me. Hopefully I can chat with some parents and maybe some cheerleaders. The band boosters work really hard. Those parents are dedicated.
Yes,
so
parents.
We want to hear from all of them and have fun.
So
okay.
All the players have jerseys. You guys have your own
Yes.
jerseys.
Can we see? There it is. Tobias.
Yes. I know. They just gave these to us. I said, okay, you got to wear it today.
Max is very jealous.
I'm extremely jealous.
I've had a few comments, today, like, why are you wearing that? But I have to say, I can't complain, right? Yeah, no, it's exciting. So I feel in the mood, and we are excited to be here. Yes.
So a lot of people not yet leaving their homes. Either they're coming here, they're watching on TV. What can they expect?
I'd say just an overall good time. The energy at high school football games, it's always so fun. I'm excited for that. I don't know about you guys.
I'm very excited. I love pep rallies.
Yes.
High school. I mean, basically,
I had no idea.
I think a pep rally hijacked our show this morning, right?
And I saw Sarah Spivey with the field goal.
She made the field goal on live TV.
Amazing.
Was not expecting to be playing a lot of football this morning between Sarah.
Trying to get the football
Okay,
go long?
okay.
All right, we still got time. Oh yeah, we were
Putting the pom poms down. Which way am I going?
All right, you pick the route. Set, hike. Let's go. This is timing, teamwork, preparation. With the camera, and we're good to go. All right, so how much preparation has gone on for you guys? We see the whole team out here. Everyone's excited.
Yes.
You guys work really hard for today.
Yes, I'm excited about the band. So I was able to go out to Brennan High School and see what goes into practices. You're talking 3 days for these bands, and they work so hard, but they're so excited. So I got to preview that, which was amazing. So shows, the dance team, everybody on the halftime shows. So
awesome.
We are excited for that, and we were able to get a preview on SA Live. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Jen. Hey, stay with us. We're going to be right back. Good morning. We are live in the Alamodome
for the KSAT Pigskin Classic. I mean, this has just been a pep rally all morning.
It has been the best morning yet, to be honest. I mean, we've had so much fun throwing the football, hanging out. We got to, run some routes on the Roadrunner, center field. It has been so cool. All of the players that we've seen so far, they're jazzed up. Take a look. You walk through these specialized.
We got the Reagan Rattler.
Ready to go. They have the megaphone cones. I mean, nothing compared to our Sarah Costa.
I mean, I'm trying.
All right, so I gotta say though, we've had 3 hours.
Yes.
Have you planned the perfect cheer yet?
Not really, but you want me to do an impromptu one?
Let's see, go for it.
All right, KSAT. What's the spell? KSAT Pigskin Classic. Okay, our producer Andrew is laughing so hard at me. That was good, right?
Live on KSAT 12.
All right, David, how was that? Was that a good cheer?
See, I got on my stuff ready to go for the sideline reporting on the game. So
Okay.
that's what this mic is.
I'm testing one
There's
mic.
People up there that are making sure everything's technically sound.
Yeah.
I can hear them. I can hear myself. I can hear you.
You got 6
I might
voices
be
in
able
your
to hear
head.
something going on overseas.
How cool is this, David, that high schoolers get to start their football season in the dome?
Awesome. This is absolutely awesome. We saw some of the kids walk in from Smith Valley, and they were just like,
I mean, that's how we felt. When we walked in, we were like, whoa.
It's an amazing way to start the season. It's an amazing way for us to present high school football to the city of San Antonio. And remember, we're being broadcast all over the world because this is all on the internet. It's all being...
It's on KSAT's YouTube page, on KSAT Plus.
Who went to Judson, who live elsewhere, and now they can watch their school. People who went to all these schools. This is great stuff. This is fantastic. Let's go.
It is
did I miss your cheer?
Yeah, it's okay. It wasn't very good. It wasn't very good.
Give us a preview. What are you going to be doing throughout the day? How have you prepared?
Am I getting paid?
How have you prepared? How have you prepared?
I just had some
Wait, we're getting
ribs over there. That's pretty
We
good.
saw that.
I want to be on the sidelines for the Smith Valley broadcast.
All right.
I'll be over here covering the sidelines, giving you updates on what's going on down here, how the kids are looking, how the things are going. And then after the game, I'll do the head coach that wins. We're going to present them with some trophies.
Awesome. Hey, but we got to get back to this.
Plus the player of the game. Also.
Thank you, David. We're going to send it back to Tiff and Jonathan in studio. Woo!
Love it. So much excitement, and there's more to come. We're just less than 2 hours away from
Less
the
than
first
2 hours
game.
away. Thank you so much for joining us.
Let's take a look at Sky 12, and this is where it's all going to happen this morning. The first game at 11:30.
That's right. 12 hours of coverage. Don't miss it. Get your tickets now.
All the details right now on KSAT.com. Stay here with us.